May it please the court, my lord, I appear for the state in this matter, together with my colleagues Mr. Kutsia and Mr. Mtenjwa.
Please, your lordship, I appear for Mr. Zuma, with my learned friends, Mr. Sikatani, Mr. Masuku, and Mr. Sikatani. My lord, at the outset, may I apologize for the late start. It all had to do with the logistic nightmare of gowns left behind in error in a hotel room and the necessity to turn around. It is entirely my fault, and we're deeply sorry.
Okay.
I think Mr. Downer would take up the proceedings for a moment, and then I'll have something to say with your lordship's leave.
All right, thank you.
Lord, I, Ms. Alikari, appear on behalf of accused number 2.
My lord, I think it's appropriate that I should then start proceedings in the following way. My lord, the court will remember that today is a holding date. It's a provisional date in the criminal proceedings, which were postponed to today in order to allow my learned friends for the defense to bring applications for permanent stay. Those applications have been duly brought. They are before the court, and my lord, pursuant to the applications, the parties have been in consultation with each other, negotiation about a timetable for the future conduct of this case. And my lord, I'm happy to say that we reached agreement, and we have a draft order which is before the court, and we will ask your lordship to consent to the order, to issue the order. And very briefly, might I just say that part of the order, as far as the criminal proceedings is concerned, is to postpone the criminal proceedings to the 20th of May 2019, pending the exchange of papers between the parties, which my learned friend Mr. Helens will put on record if the court so deems it. And so then I ask that the criminal proceedings be postponed to the 20th of May 2019, and for the exchange of papers leading up to the court proceedings, where there will be argument on the permanent stay on the 20th of May and in the days thereafter. My lord, from my part, could I also just put on record that the state did not require the presence of the representative for accused number 2, Mrs. Gurria. Your lordship will remember that your lordship excused her last time, and we do not require her presence either on the 20th of May. So if the court is in accordance with that, we would ask that your lordship, if you look at the order by consent, the draft order, you'll see that paragraph 1 says the accused are warned. We would ask that it just be amended to the accused number 1 is warned, and that nothing further need be said about accused number 2 for the present. If that is in order, my lord, that is all I have to say for the moment.
Thank you. Yes.
From accused number 2's perspective, that's correct. Perhaps just from a grammatical point of view, my lord, you may want to add in the word, between the and accused, the word first, because the way it's currently worded is the accused, which could suggest that it's both accused number 1 and 2. The lordship may want to just add the word the first, in accordance with the arrangement that Mr. Downer and I have entered into. And yes, and Mr. Downer has suggested, and we would concur with it, is the word "are" should read "is," because the warning relates to only one accused rather than 2.
But you are present representing accused number 2.
Yes, no, I represent accused number 2, but the technical representative for purposes of the Criminal Procedure Act is not me. It would be an official of the company. I'm an official. I'm an advocate.
So the rumour goes.
And the other point that your lordship might want to take note of is that your lordship, if one has regard to the front page, the court will see that there are 2 cases with different case numbers. In my capacity today, or our capacity today, we are only in the first case, which is case number CCD 30/2018, and as you can see, my lord, we are the second accused, but your lordship will see at the bottom of the page, or the second half of the page, is another case called T1273/2018. Now that's a civil case that our clients have launched in the Durban High Court, but by agreement with the state, and as I understand it, the imprimatur of the judge president, both this case, the criminal case, and the civil case will both be heard on the 20th of May, 2019.
Okay. So, while you are on your feet, you remember on the last occasion there was an argument about the existence or otherwise of Section 5B.
Yes.
And the state undertook to amend that. Has that amendment been effected?
No, my lord, what my attorney reminds me last night, this features in Mr. Zuma's papers, which he wasn't aware of, but what happened was the state undertook to revert to us as to what they were going to do as far as the indictment is concerned. And they reverted to us within the time period, I think it was within the time period, and they suggested that they weren't going to amend the indictment, and the indictment stands as it was when they presented the indictment to us in the first part of the year. I think it was in March this year. So that wrong reference by the former NDPP, Mr. Abrams, has effectively, for all intents and purposes, fallen away. The reference to a section that doesn't exist. It's become a dead letter contract. But Mr. Downer can perhaps, he's better able to conclude. From our side, we made no plan. It's not in our
But are you satisfied? Because I've seen in the papers of accused number 1, who's now the applicant in this in the application.
What we suspect must have happened was that the state responded to us, but not to Mr. Zuma. That's all we can suspect happened. But from our side, we satisfied. But I can understand from Mr. Zuma's side why he might have a, let's call it a complaint about what actually happened. But
you don't have a complaint. You don't have a complaint.
We've got no complaint about that now. No, not really. But I can, whether Mr. Zuma's got one or not, that's his play.
But that's quite strange because previously you had the complaint. So now I don't know what happened to the complaint.
Before you had a complaint, now you don't.
Well, what happened was we made representations to Mr. Abrams, or what you call court, and he rejected them. But in rejecting them, he did a few things. He rejected them in our submission for unusual and for our submission wrong reasons. Leave that aside. He also then said he's told the prosecuting team, that's Mr. Downer's team, to consider adding charges to the indictment. And he mentioned a section of an act which didn't exist.
Yes.
And Mr. Downer on the previous occasion reflected that my submission that the section didn't exist was correct. And then your lordship put Mr. Downer to terms, the prosecuting team to terms, to revert back to us as to what they were going to do with Mr. Abrams' suggestion. And I can't remember exactly, but they did come back to us within the time period stipulated by your lordship to indicate that they weren't proceeding with those non-existent charges, if I may put it that, or charges based on a non-existent section. So that they're not proceeding with those extra charges. We don't understand how it ever came about that they happened, but we've got nothing to say about that. I know Mr. Zuma says something about it in his papers. Obviously, he's not privy to, he couldn't be privy to what that was about.
Okay.
I'm no comment. We have no comment about that at all.
All right. Thank you.
My Lord, could I then just confirm that from the state side, my learned friend for accused number 2 is correct. We were put on terms. We did immediately deal with it. We informed accused number 2 that that issue is no longer an issue. The indictment was never meant to be amended. It wasn't amended, and that issue was put aside. If indeed we should have informed accused number 1 as well, we were under the impression that that was an issue between accused number 2 and the state, and not accused number 1. I apologize if accused number 1 thought he should have been informed. It didn't involve him, and that is a non-issue because the indictment was not amended, and accused number 2 was so informed. So we complied, and it's now, I would submit, a non-issue, certainly between accused number 2 and the state.
Lord, if I could deal with that topic very briefly. This is not the time to argue the permanent stay, nor do I intend to do so. But it is raised in our permanent stay papers because we were never informed that the indictment would not be amended. From our point of view, the indictment remained, the query about the amendment to the indictment remained unanswered. And it is not so that Mr. Zuma is not affected by that indictment, because evidence, if the indictment were amended, would be led in the trial. And as you know, any evidence led in a trial is admissible against all the accused. It may have been that the charge was leveled at accused number 2, but the evidence and the surrounding miasma in context would have had an effect on my client, on our client, and we would have needed to have known that the indictment was not or was amended. A criminal trial doesn't happen in compartmentalized compartments. And we say in the permanent stay application, we will argue, that this is another indication of the dismissive attitude demonstrated by the NPA to our client in the broader context of the case we made out for a permanent stay. But my lord, that is all I have to say for the time being. When we argue the permanent stay, I will be much more voluble on that topic. It is indeed quite serious. But if I could turn your lordship to the draft order, your lordship's attention to the draft order, it is indeed so that we have an agreement on all fronts with regard to the postponement and the terms of the postponement. It is so that the matter the permanent stay application is to be dealt with on the 20th of May and the following 3 consecutive days in this court. Then if I could explain the mechanics of the balance of the order which we asked your lordship to make, and by way of explanation, paragraph 2 sets out exactly what I have said. Paragraph 3.1, you may want to know what that means. It says the state shall supply to the first accused such documents as it is going to supply by 7 January 2019. Insofar as your lordship is asked to make an order to that effect, you should know the background, and I'll explain it extremely briefly without trying to cast any blame on anyone. Prior to the hearing on the 27th of July, we addressed a letter to the state asking for a series of documents relevant to the issue of permanent stay. After a number of reminder letters, where each one was met by silence or our client is thinking about it type responses, we were told that they were not going to give us anything. And if we wanted documents from the state, is the recording still running, my lord? Says, if we wanted documents from the state, we must apply. That is 2 months after we wrote, where we had a now shorter period to design our permanent stay application. So our response was, this is a further frustration of Mr. Zuma's rights, unjustifiably, and we filed a permanent stay application in which we explain why we were entitled to these documents and why the not giving of the documents was I'll be as brief as possible, the client is unwell. Why the not giving up the documents was a game of catch me if you can. So against that background, it's been agreed that the state are now thinking about giving us documents or thinking about not giving us documents, and that decision will be made and implemented by the 7th of January. Thereafter, to rush through it, the rest of the paragraphs set out a timetable for answering papers, replying papers, and the matter, and heads of argument, and the matter to be ready to be argued on the 20th. Subject to nothing more, that is what I have to say.
Okay. Well, I don't think there's anything more to raise. As the...
My lord, just one more thing. It's something for the Judge President and yourself or whoever else is responsible. There's been a suggestion that the permanent stay might be heard by a full bench, and we would raise a small query about that, which gets even larger when you think about it, and that is the permanent stay is a matter for the trial court in our view, and a trial court in a criminal case is one judge. We wouldn't like some irregularity to be given effect to by 3 judges hearing one part of what is one criminal trial. But your lordship doesn't have to decide that. That's a matter for yourself and the Judge President in your more administrative capacities. But we would just fire a signal flare of danger of irregularity if that course is followed. As the court pleases.
Okay. So, Mr. Downer, are you also of the same mind, though?
On that point, no, my lord, no. We're subject to the Judge President's direction, and that is a matter which can be sorted out if necessary in future.
Okay.
As pleased.
As we are in the open court, I have to read the order for everybody to understand, or to hear and understand what's going on and what will go on again. By agreement between the parties, the following order is made. 1. The criminal proceedings in case number CCD 30 of 2018 are postponed to 20 May 2019, and accused number 1 is warned to appear in this court at 9:30 on that day. 2. The application brought on 15 November 2018 by Thales South Africa Pty Ltd under case number D12763 of 2018 shall be held in this court from the 20th to the 23rd of May 2019, together with the application brought on 16 November 2018 by the first accused in case number CCD 30 of 2018, Mr. Zuma, for an order that the charges set out in the indictment be permanently stayed and further relief. 3. Both applications shall be governed by the following timetable. 3.1. The state shall supply to the first accused such documents as it is going to supply by 7 January 2019. 3.2. Mr. Zuma shall supplement his founding papers by 7 February 2019. 3.3. The state, a term which henceforth in this order includes the respondents in case number 312763 of 2018, shall deliver its answering papers in both applications by 1st March 2019. Mr. Zuma and Thales shall deliver their replying papers by 1st April 2019. Mr. Zuma and Thales shall deliver their heads of argument by 18 April 2019. The state shall deliver its heads of argument in both applications by 10 May 2019. That is the order. And Ngamalala, you want to appear before this court on the 20th of May. And you'll be on your own recognizance. If I'm correct, it's not on bail. You'll be on your own recognizance until that day. The order is granted.
Must be present, please.
That's all wrong.
Okay, thank you. Court adjourns.
plea come May 20th.
Yeah. If you just joined us, breaking news. The criminal proceeding case against Jacob Zuma has been postponed to the 20th of May 2019. This is Mr. Zuma's fourth appearance since corruption charges were reinstated by the NPA. Ayanda Mplongo is live for us in Pietermaritzburg. Ayanda, can you hear me? Thank you very much indeed for your time. Your take on this?
Yeah, Blaine, a short appearance as was initially expected, that they were going to deal with the dates rather for that hearing, which as we heard now will be, as you said, on the 20th of May 2019 for 3 consecutive days. So that will be between the 20th and the 23rd. Of course, Blaine, there was just the matter that we spoke about, in fact, before the court proceedings went ahead, and that was with regards to that indictment, the amendment of the indictment. And this was raised last time at the last appearance by the state, that they intended to amend or add a charge to the indictment against the French arms company Thales. So and a bit of unhappiness there from the defense, as they've had no word from the state, as they said, following the fact that they mentioned that in court. And as you also heard from Advocate Helens representing Mr. Zuma, saying that that indictment, if it was in fact amended, did not only affect Thales, but it would also have affected their client. And another point that he raised, Blaine, was that of certain documents that they too had requested from the state. And he said on several occasions when they tried to request those documents, they then got no response from the state, and he using the words that it is an indication of a dismissive attitude towards their client by the state. And he's saying that he's going to get more into the matter, delve more into the matter of the state and how he perceives it to have treated his client, saying that he's going to be much more vulnerable when the matter is heard, or when the stay of prosecution hearing is heard. So clearly there are still some outstanding documents that the defense requires from the state, and they are certainly unhappy about it. Of course, another matter, Blaine, that we heard about, talking of the hearing, which will be next year, was Advocate Helens speaking about that he'd heard that there was some sort of a request for a full bench, meaning 3 judges, to hear the matter. And he's saying that it is one trial, and they need to make sure, saying that to the state, that the state needs to make sure that it doesn't enter into a dangerous zone, so to speak, where the issue of irregularities might be raised from the defense's side. So inside the courtroom now, Mr. Zuma will be leaving the court shortly, and has become part of the program. He will then leave the court and make his way across to the supporters, where from my vantage point I can actually see there is now quite a crowd that has gathered outside the Pietermaritzburg
All right,
High
we're
Court,
going
and
to
that is
leave
at the Market
Ayanda Mhlongo
Square,
for now and quickly cross
where,
over
his
to
supporters-
Cape Town, where our report.
Siyaqhuma siqhubela Imizuzu nje embalwa socela ile moto eU36155 esilver iPolo eNew Z amaphoyisa azoyithowisha imoto yakho uma ungayisusi uvimbela kuzongena khona uformer president wethu eNew Z 36155 isilver Polo sicela igudluke otherwise amaphoyisa azoyithorisha Yeah? President Mobe. Umshalozo former president of South Africa. Comrade Ustin Kavin is here. Comrade Khan Niels is here. Ukona nomkhumbila. Umholi beprovince bukhona. Umholi bekhosas bukhona. Umholi beyouth league bukhona. Nithini?
For this day of permanent stay of prosecution. I'm now joined by Natasha Ramkusan-Kara, a spokesperson for the NPA in KwaZulu-Natal. Natasha, thanks very much for your time. I was trying to also rush through the dates that Judge Madondo said that both the state and the defense teams needed to have supplied certain documents and responding papers. Just take us through the process now.
Well, actually, just maybe we can start from the beginning. Today's matter was postponed to May, and that's firstly for the postponement in the criminal trial. And what was also mentioned in court that there will be arguments. Remember, both the defense parties have made applications for the permanent stay of prosecution. Those on the 20th of May and following on from that, the next consecutive, I think, 3 days will be for arguments for that permanent stay. And yes, the judge did go very quickly through a timetable, if you want to call it, of the proceedings going forward, where the state will perhaps, if you want, I can just go through very quickly. The state will have to supply documents to the accused number one's defense team by the 7th of January, and then they will have time to supply their founding papers by the 7th of February. The state will then have to deliver their answering papers by the 1st of March. Then both defense teams will deliver their replying papers by the 1st of April. And then both the defense shall deliver their heads of arguments by the 18th of April. And the state shall then reply in its answering heads by the 10th of May. So you can see quite a structured way going forward, all leading up to the 20th of May for the actual application and the argument, therefore.
Natasha, we often hear both, whether or not it's the state or the defense, the legal teams, talking about time, that they need time to get to read up on the papers so they can able to put through their responses. Do you foresee any delays now with these dates? Are you certain that both the defense teams and the NPA have decided on these dates, and certainly whatever documents are required and papers are required, they will be submitted on the dates that the judge has ordered?
I would really hope so. You know, obviously for justice to be meted out as quickly as possible. However, when documents are supplied, the receiving party has then to read it and see if it's sufficient and how they're going to respond. So hopefully, as the timetable is read out, parties will keep to the dates and are able to. But however, as one cannot really say, given the fact that when you receive that applicant, you then have to unpack it and then see if it's sufficient and your response there too.
Just speaking about that, and as I asked that question, I take it from what Advocate Helens for Zuma was saying, his concerns about certain documents that they'd requested from the state seemingly not forthcoming with those documents. What's the response from the state on that, or the NPA?
I would depend entirely on the legal team and when they do produce those documents, given the said date.
The NPA has said, Natasha, from the onset, when we first appeared, and that was still in Durban, Advocate Billy Down for the state saying that they were ready, in fact, to go to trial. That still stands. At Guinea Point, if the state case goes to trial, the state is ready.
The state is ready to proceed with the trial. As I said, we just have this application now for permanent stay, which we have to deal with, and we will deal with it accordingly, and hopefully then resume and proceed with trial.
I know, Natasha, that just on the issue, I don't know whether this is the matter that NPA could comment on, but with regard to a full bench, there was mentioned by Advocate Helens on whether or not, did it come from the NPA requesting a full bench of judges?
Not to my knowledge, and if you look at Advocate Downer's response, he said that would depend entirely on the discretion of the judge president, so not really where we are with regard to NPA.
All right, so Natasha, the 20th of May 2019, we will be back. Hopefully all the papers and the documentations and the dates that both parties will submit on time. The 20th of May 2019, we'll be back for the arguments.
It's a date. I'll see you then.
Natasha, thank you very much. And Natasha Ramkisson-Kari, spokesperson for the NPA in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, just taking us through that timeline of dates that both the defense teams they play, as well as the state, the certain documents, supplementary papers, responding papers, and the heads of arguments that they need to have provided to either of the parties. And of course, 20th of May is when everybody will be back here at the Pietermaritzburg High Court. Also, I guess we still have to find out from the judge president with regards to the matter of whether or not it will be heard by a full bench of judges, meaning 3 judges, or the stay of prosecution will be heard by just 1 judge. But there did not seem to be anything coming from the state in respect of that. So we wonder, but that is something that we of course have to engage the Department of Justice on, that whether or not it will be a full bench of judges, just a full bench of judges when this matter is heard on the 20th of May. All right, you probably see now playing in your pictures and now in our viewers at home, supporters of the former president that have gathered outside the market square, and that is where they have been eagerly now awaiting to see the former president, as we expect that once he's done inside court, he then makes his way across where he will address his supporters. Yeah. You mentioned, Plain, that we heard that he was not well, so we're still actually looking around trying to figure out whether or not he is going to be making his way, but we will give our viewers an update on that as soon as we get it.
Yeah, those supporters seemingly eager to hear from the former president. Apart from him, Ayanda, in terms of addressing these crowds, who else is likely to address the crowds?
If the previous appearances and the program is anything to go by, Plain, usually the ANC, in fact, earlier on telling us that the program itself would be led by the clergy. We've heard members, it's often or not that it's members of the RET. They will then send a representative to speak on behalf of the Radical Economic Transformation Champions. We've also heard from the Alliance partners as well, COSATU, if the representatives are here. The leadership of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal, often led by Mr. Sihle Zikalala, who is the chairperson. We've also heard from the MKMVA, the youth, and other organizations. The BLF as well has often come out. I did not see their leader today, Andile Mqitama. I understand he was in court, so Mqitama is often given an opportunity as well to speak, to address the supporters there.
Has there been, sorry to interject, has there been any issues as to who addresses the crowd?
Can you repeat the question, Brian?
I was just asking, has there been any issues as to who addresses the crowds?
The only issue, Plain, which was raised by the ANC was that they were concerned about certain people that spoke and the messages that they were relaying to the supporters that have gathered out there, which are largely ANC supporters. And we heard earlier on from the secretary of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal, Mdumiseni Ntuli, who said that they are going to be there as ANC leaders to ensure that the message that goes out to the members who are out there, members largely of the ANC, is the message that comes from the ANC. And if there's any other message that is against the ANC, that they quickly clarify that. So they are there to ensure that that part of the program, of course, does not deviate. And there are people that they've said previously there's been concerns of people then using that to attack the ANC and also attack the president of the ANC, Cyril Ramaphosa. So the leaders of the ANC will be closely monitoring the program, of course, and who will be speaking outside very shortly.
Ayana, tell us about the security in the area. Is it heightened?
I beg your pardon, Blaine?
In terms of the security in the area, in around Maritzburg, is it heightened? Road closures, etc.?
The security... Yeah, certainly, Blaine, a heavy deployment of police both inside and outside the court, as has been in terms of coming in fact, there's a very strict access. People had to have accreditation, a certain number of accreditation given to leaders of the ANC. So a very heavy police presence around the court precincts. Of course, also the protection around the former president himself and some of the leaders of the ANC that have come out here in court, as well as private security. Members of the SAPS have been deployed as well in their numbers. So there certainly is a heavy police presence, a strong police presence outside the court precinct, and as well monitoring what is happening across at the Market Square where the supporters have gathered.
Ayana, just remind us, I remember when we covered this case together, there were some issues about, people showing their support and using ANC colours. What is the latest with regards to that?
I'm sorry, I'm losing you there, Blaine.
Ayana, if you could hear me, I was just asking you, remember when we were covering this case, there were some issues with regards to people coming out and supporting the former president, Jacob Zuma, and using ANC colours. What's the latest with regards to that?
Yeah, well, the ANC leadership plan issued or rather said that they're not going to bar any members of the ANC from coming out and supporting the former president, but that members do so in their personal capacity. And that's what we've seen. Leaders of the ANC coming here to court not wearing the party colors. But of course, it was very difficult for them, and they'd mentioned this. It was going to be difficult for them to stop the supporters. He is a former president of the ANC, and so people are going to come out wearing the party regalia, and as you can see outside in the market square where they've gathered, the colors of yellow and green, painting that square. Supporters coming out wearing the t-shirts with the former president's head, the placard. So there hasn't been much that the party has been able to do about that. He is still a member of the ANC in good standing, a leader of the ANC. In fact, as you know, as the ANC is building or started its mobilization in KwaZulu-Natal plain for next year's election, the president has been requested to be part of the program. He's already visited Durban, Pietermaritzburg, Port Shepstone on a campaign to mobilize support for the ANC and encourage people to register to vote, but more so encourage people to vote for the ANC. So still a member, a leader, a well-respected leader of the ANC plain, as members would say, and so in respect of the party regalia, members saying that they are here to show their support for a leader of the ANC, and that's them coming out clad in party colours.
Yeah, when the former president is hitting the campaign trail, and what sort of support is he getting? Is he drawing crowds?
Earlier on, we were speaking, in fact, on that plane to one of their guests, and he said that he described the former president as being a magnet, and certainly that is what we have seen. He was in Pinetown, and an early morning blitz. He was in Durban, visiting KwaMashu, Umlazi, the townships there. quite a lot of people around, very, very much popular still here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. So he's really been a nice card for the ANC. In fact, we even at one point said that the party did not waste time bringing out its heavyweights, knowing that he still enjoys a lot of support here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, and certainly his message as well seems to have been well received. And one of the things that he did speak about during the campaign trail brain so far has been on the fact that he knows that there are people within the ANC, supporters, probably those that are out here today, who are unhappy about this court case, unhappy about how he, as others put it, he was removed from office, but urging them not to use their anger, not to be angry and boycott the elections. Him reaffirming that he is a loyal and committed member of the ANC, and in fact saying where there are any issues that people might have with the way in which the ANC does things and processes in the ANC, that those processes need to be dealt with within the party. If they feel that there's a leader they want to be removed from a position, that is done at conference, but the ANC must ensure that in the next election it gets a 2/3 majority. The party has been taken a knock, you'd know, particularly here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal plain, where it has had a number of challenges. It's still trying to fix itself in the province. Still a number of challenges that are facing the ANC here, court cases, the political killings in the province, and it's largely the ANC that has been affected. And these are the things that he has been speaking out about, saying that the ANC needs to work on rebuilding, renewing, fixing itself, fixing the mistakes, but urging people not to lose faith in the ANC and members to go out and mobilize for the party. That has been his key message throughout the campaign trail. And we know, we are told that he's going to be going not only in KwaZulu-Natal, other provinces as well have also requested that he come through and assist them in their mobilizing campaigns for the elections next year.
And appreciate your reporting. Stand by. We're going to come to you shortly. I see there's some movement on stage there, but I want maybe control room can pick up our poll for today, and it is
kade wasidayisa umzwile esesho uma ngosuthu wakathelezi ethi wemsholozi akekho ozosondela eduze kwakho, sathi vele mkhulu ungazuhambe ungabuyanga ekhaya, buya wemkhulu mangosuthu Thelezi uthe uholomisa yena kasezukhuluma lutho, uzodlula KwaZulu-Natal ngoba usaba umsholozi, sathi vele wawuyiphiqiphiqi weholomisa, asikufuni kakhombolose. Uze wathi ulekota mina ngifuni ngisho nokubhekana nomsholozi ngoba indoda emadodeni ngeke ulunge izokushaya ngekhanda eqede ungayazi into yakho. Sizeza batshela nalaba abamaxoki khona ngaphakathi kukhombolose ukuthi siyababona singamagatsha namaziko kakhongolose, aswafuni amaxoki ima uqonde thina ncamalala sohamba nawe noma kuthiwa kunjani ngoba siyayazi imisebenzi yakho. Viva Jesus, viva! Viva President, viva! Viva Babuke Zuma Zuma, viva! Amanda! Away to roar, young lion, roar! Viva MKVA, viva! Siyabonga Pototo. Ake ngithathe laba nje ukhona umajuqa Machuka woza Machuka. Ukhona usanda Mabulala. Ubusanda. Woza baba. Give us an item.
Okay.
Imani ni chips.
Okay, don't worry.
Hayi chips yahlulwa sifundla. Salansen ngena ngoba lo gqoke ze pirates. Awathi umancane ba support chiefs. So we sobona.
One of those days. We're all
Ipaka. Ipaka. Kongolose. Okay.
Yo, one of those days where all good memories will not fade and become black. But then, what more can I say? We all know love is pain. Yo, Mabulan, Mario Beats. When the sun comes up, please let me
amejablisile kusane bengi nalo ngawe endiluphelile ukhuluma masimoya ngoba ufuna majimile ngoba ngingena mina sizojinje masungabothe umuntu bozomba itshe but kwenzekile yazi ukuthi uzomkhumbula anayikubuya jabula ngoba ngiyila impili fast Jepengizefika nukusekile bengisandova ngaphela bengazi ukuthi wena ngamjikela ngizozembene kufunga kongibizele tata hamba wayabona banameto usandelwethu wena zangu benenhloso wena zangu benenhloso wena zangu benenhloso It is more than I can take. You give someone my time, my game, right down.
Kanti beyicishile elomdanso athi eyayela kanti ecishile Msholozi nangu Msholozi Viva Msholozi viva Viva Msholozi viva Viva Msholozi viva Viva Msholozi viva Akasibise Zuma Angnisa Long live the president of the people, long live! Long live Msholozi, long live! Amandla! Viva ANC, viva! Viva ANC, ANC, viva! Amandla! Amandla! umsholozi wethu, one and only, the former president of South Africa, umaphunyuka bamphethe, umsholozi lo, umsholozi lo. Angizwa. Sacela sonke siklerishe la. Lengo bayishoni qalwe nina. Wenzani uZuma, wenzani uZuma awuphendule. Wenzani uZuma, wenula. Amandla, amandla, amandla. Viva msholozi, viva. Viva msholozi, viva. Viva msholozi, viva. Viva Jacob Zuma, viva. Viva JG Zuma, viva. Amandla, amandla. Long live ANC, long live. Long live umsholozi, long live. Long live President Wabantu, long live. Comrades, sesoqala iprogram yethu ayinde kakhulu. uZuma siyamthanda, siyalilizela. Makhamba yena siyalilizela. Makhamba umsholozi siyalilizela. Akanisa umkikizo kuqhuma amakhwala. Akanisa umkikizo kuqhuma amakhwala sithi chovicho. Uyadlala ngoZuma hey. Adoda. Bonke la nekipa ze-ANC ngizosapota umsholozi. Sonke ndosifaka ikipa ze-ANC sisapota umsholozi. Hayi cha, ANC namandla. Msholozi amandla khona la. Ake sethuleke. Sicela uacknowledge laba abalandelayo. Ama traditional leaders ethu, abaholi bethu, ama traditional leaders la ngaphambili sinaye ubaba uZuma, inkosi yakamsholozi Ncamalala. La ngaphambili si nama members NEC, MK, MVA, aholwa uComrade uKhal Nehouse. La phambili sinabo ubuholi be-NEC, ukhona ubaba uSidumo Dlamini. Eceleni kwakhe ukhona uComrade uSupra. Kukhona members ANC iPEC yethu bahola unobhala wethu weprovince ubaba uMdumiseni Ntuli, sinaye umkhulumeli kaKhongolose kwiprovince uNomagugu Simelane Zulu, sinaye iPEC yethu la ophinde oseve kakhulu kwi-youth league uvuyiswa Calosa. Bacashe lapha yabona abaholi babantu baphakathi kwabantu. Sinaye ubaba uSuper Zuma, unobhala weTheku uBheki Ntuli, i-ANC Women's League ikhona, baningi nabanye sizoba introducer kodwa ngoba sifuna uhlelo lwethu luqhubeke sizosupporta umsholozi. Nikhona ninamaqabane, nikhona. Siyathanda ukunibonga kakhulu maqabane ukuthi noma sibe nenkinga yamabhasi kodwa nikwazile ukufika, futhi siyathembisa ukuthi nangokuzayo futhi sisazobuya. Sakusho kwaqala umlomo ukuthi sizosupporta ubaba umsholozi. Icala liseThekwini, icala liseMgungundlovu, noma ningathathwa libe solwandle siyakhona phakathi, noma ningawela le Mauritius siphakathi, noma ningahamba le Tanzania siphakathi. So ngifuna ukuthi sithole nje ama messages of support. Bakhona ama comrades eJustice League akanye nathi uAshif from Gauteng, asekhona ama comrades eTransform South Africa ahola usiphelele Nzimande. Ngizocela ukuthi sibize ozokhuluma kafishane shortly from MKMVA uComrade uKhal azo addressa just to give a short message of support. Amandla! Amandla! Viva Comrade Khal, viva!
Viva ANC, viva! Viva MKMBA, viva! Viva Msholozi, viva! Long live the People's President, viva! Long live the People's President, long live! Comrades, today is again one of many times that we came back to this place and this court. And the time had come for us to say that it is a shame that Comrade Msholozi is consistently after time having to come back here and face up trumped up charges. Now comrades, why do I say it is trumped up charges? Because if we look at how this whole case has developed over the last 15 years, we can only come to one conclusion, and that there's been political meddling, and that there's the intention to try and destroy one of the greatest leaders and one of the greatest commanders of the African National Congress. Now, comrades, why do they want to destroy this great leader of ours? Because he has stood up and spoke on behalf of the poor. Because Comrade Msholozi is the one that brought free higher education. Because it is him who expanded the social grants in this country. Because it is he who made sure that the program of radical economic transformation is truly on the record for South Africa. And we know, comrades, we know that white monopoly capitalism does not want any of that to happen. We know that their media for 15 years has been publishing one propaganda story after another in order to destroy our people's president. And today again we must come together and say we will not allow that to happen. We must also say that we do not believe that Comrade Jacob Zuma will be able to get a free and fair trial under these circumstances. And that is why there must be a permanent stay of prosecution. This kind of continuation of victimization of one of the greatest leaders of our country cannot continue. I want to end with two messages. The one is for the former Deputy Chief Justice Dikgang Moseneke. I hear that he had said that he rejects Comrade Msholozi, and he used the most dejective words, trying to bring derogation against our comrade. I'm not even going to honor him by repeating those words. But let us tell him that he must watch out, because this is not going to be allowed. Let us tell him that he's an example to us of how this kind of negative propaganda over years have impacted on the judiciary. So let him speak, because he exposes himself. My second message is to all those comrades who want to queue up to go to the Commission of Inquiry into state capture. Those comrades who go there and speak nice and beautiful words, but do not have a single hard fact. Let me be honest and clear. I sat for all the time that Comrade Pravin Gordhan spoke, and I couldn't once get one hard fact or one clear allegation against our people's president. So comrades, in conclusion, let us say, yes, we respect that there is a commission on state capture, but let those who go there behave in a manner that is respectful to the truth, talk facts, and let them not expose themselves to be people who are more interested in promoting their own self-interests. At the end of the day, truth will prevail. And we know that Faiki Mentor, that Pravin Gordhan, and many of the others who are there will stand exposed as the liars that they are. Comrades, I conclude by saying to Comrade Msholozi once again, we stand with you to the bitter end. We will never waver. We will continue to stay with you and with our undertaking to you, because we say as Umkhonto we Sizwe Military Veterans Association, we will never, say it after me comrades, we will never leave a fellow soldier behind on the battlefield. Amandla! Viva ANC, viva! Viva MKMBA, viva! Viva the People's President, viva! Viva Comrade Msholozi, viva! Thank you, comrades.
Kuthiwa will never. Ngisho nemva kwami will never. Kulokho okunye ngizwanisha niluma mazambane nje. Isingisi lesahlali. Sengizocela ukuthi sibize imember NEC ubaba uSidumo Dlamini uzobingelela kafishane. Bengithi ngibona udadewethu usibala uFaith. Awusibala ukhona. All the way. Nda. Room 1. Awuzweke.
Mandla. Viva ANC, viva. Ngamalala. Mphathi wohlelo anginayo voice iphelile. Kunye nje ngingakusho. Engicabanga ukuthi it's more relevant. Niyibambe nje kanjalo. Iqine nje ithula isimpo kanjalo nje. Bese ngithi ke ubaba uNcamalala nale izawudlula. This one shall pass too. Ibonge kunina amaqabane nopholi bonke beprovince sithi asifike ukuba sizoba kanye nani ukuzomzimazisa ubaba wethu. Isho nje lelo kuphela angina voice umkhuhlane ungibambile. Ngiyabonga.
Mandla. Ake ngiceleke ukuthi iwunga ezeni manje. Ake ngicela ukuthi nginikeze ithuba umkhumbi ubaba uMeshek Hadebe abe namazwi awashoyo kwajabulisa likazi kwajabula ngezincane badoda akaninizele amandla
Siyamazumelus Oh siyamazungamalala Oh siyamazumelus Oh siyamazungamalala Oh bahuye no sihola Oh bahuye no siholayo Oh siholayo Amanda Viva ANC viva Viva ANC viva Qina msholozi qina Sikhona emva kwakho Ncamalala sikhona Sikhona emva kwakho Ncamalala sikhona Amanda umphathi wohlelo ubaba uDlamini oyimember yeNEC unobhala wethu weprovince ubaba uMdumsentuli thanks nobhala iPEC yonke brand new PEC young and energetic PEC Amanda viva new PEC viva Inkuzimalanga viva como supra viva oh manyamazane ngabe kusho umziki ngisholozi ngabe kusho umziki manyamazane inkosi yakwaNcamalala qina Nkosi Zuma qina MKVA comrade Colonel how comrade wami ufanele ebusuku kathi comrade Meshek I'm on my way viva comrade Tambi vimba viva comrade Follow viva comrade ngizoba mfishane mina okwami ucela ukubonga nina selokhu uqalile lento yokuzala angaze nishayishe lodwa iwindi lasetolo akane nishaya izandla maqabane. That shows the discipline, the commitment to this program, that project. kuthi siyofa lokufa khona uZuma ngeke basinidele kwenzela into ewrong sishaya amawindi sishaya amande sizophuma siyanibonga khona fanele sikusho lokho ngoba libhekwe emahlweni uyabona comrade ayi kumnandi ube member ANC i-problem sinalezi inkinga wabantu bayimembers abantu kwana abantu ubathembi bethi xa sesababeka phezulu ashinda umuntu ayibuka sihambe izinto enganapolitiki hayibo ayikho ipolitiki la unkosikazi wami usekretary webranch ANC khona ngabaqhatha naye ngodebate ababhuqe phansi okhulunywa nge-ANC sithi le comrade asinibonge bayangena bayaphuma-ke nalapha le poetry ababayenza ko-step cash abesho babuye bazojaxoza siqamba amanga abanye babaleke sijonge konke lokho ukuthi ubuphelele interest yokubuye nomsanganywane bondayo ukuchitha isikhathi ngalena ngabe ngenze ezinye izinto. But we want to say, Ngamalala, we are behind you. We are not your member. Since the members of Congolese, we are supporting you because we are a loyal member of ANC. We member ANC. Therefore, we've got an obligation to support you as abantu bakho. Sabantu ANC. Sikandela umuntu ANC. So far for umuntu ANC. Wazi kade ngihleka ayi kodwa azimedia ngithi ibingihlekisa ayi uyabona bathi angizongena kuyona ngoba kuyona yami so and so with state cash coming with a damning evidence. What would you analyze that damning evidence? What is damning here? Akake ngifundise kancane uyabona ukufunda kumenza umuntu ahlakaniphe sekuyiclear manje. I'm very clear. Uyabona mawungqongqoshe uthi ku-HOD akenze into wrong ababuzi lapha ukuthi kufanele athi ngeke ngikwenze MEC noma president noma minister ngoba akuhambisani ne-PFMA noma nani yokusebenza. Ngi-insist ngithi kwenze uthi umthetho akathi kumina minister noma president noma MEC ngibhalela incwadi unginstruct ukuthi angikwenze lokho ukuze makubhekfire ngithi ngakuxoyisa. But in the under juries sakwenza under jury but there is nothing eshow khona umuntu waphoqa ukuthi akenze angayifune eShoti noma yini. Akwazi impatha siyazi lonto. Sijonge konke sijongele ngaphathe ngapha sijonge nale ngapha so hamba na as long as sisaphila. Sengithala phansi comrades ngifuna ukusho ukuthi ayithanda le-ANC. Siyayithanda maqabane. Asivikelele ANC. Mina ke ngimuntu ngiyakholwa. Ngifuna lokho. Ngifuna ukugcina ngevesi. Engosifuna ucabange ekhaya. Bafuna incwadi yabaseGalatia chapter 5 uverse 16. Uthi qaphelani manixabana nilumana ningaqedani. This infighting comrades nokubanga into zonazi that nanumbhedo we have passed that njengabantu comrades. Qaphelani manilo lumana ukuthi ngaqedani. Akinibonge amaqabane ngisho cha Ncamalala. Usifika la nabashiya khona. Uyabuya ngonyaka ozayo sobe sikho. Asindawo. Amanda! Amanda! Amanda!
Mandla siyabonga kakhulu Phungane sazolandela ukuthi ngicele unobhala we province kodwa siyabonga kakhulu Ncamalala ukuthi kulezi lamasonto amabili edlule ekade wenza u-door to door we-ANC. Okokuqala ngibona uformer president enza u-door to door ewenzela omunye u-sitting president. Angabi namahloni ukuthi ahambe angene u-door to door athi ngoJanuary 8 siyobe sigcwalise iMoses Mabhida, sigcwalise iKings Park, sigcwalise iPeople's Park. NgoJanuary 12 kuyobe sino January 8 statement. Uthi umsholozi ke asiye khona. Uyasimema umsholo usimemile wenza door to door. Usazoqhubeka umsholozi enza door to door kwiprovince yethu. Ngicela amanizo ukuthiwa ungala niphuthume khona ngobuningi benu. Ningalindi amabhasi ningene emateksini nigibela amabhayisekile nigibela intaba nigibela amahashi nigibele nenkomo ihliphu sihambe siyomsupport umsholozi. La yakhona enza khona door to door sizoba khona. Nobhala siyathembisa kakhulu ukuthi sizowusupporta lo mzabalazo. Unobhala weprovince yethu umdumiseni wakwaNtuli. Amandla! Amandla! Nobhala.
Amandla! Amandla! Viva ANC, viva! Long live the ANC, long live! Qina former President Zuma, qina! Qina Msholozi, qina! Amandla! No comrades masibingelele kuncamalala sibingelele emakhosini wonke akaZuma namanye amakhosi akhona la namhlanje. Kodwa kubaluleke kakhulu siyafuna ukubingelela kunina ama-comrades njengamalungu ombutho wesizwe African National Congress. Sifuna ukusho ukuthi njengobuholi besifundazwe siyazi ukuthi lolu daba olubhekene noncamalala udaba olusikhathazayo sonke njengabantu bombutho wesizwe. Kodwa into esifuna ukuthi sisho nokuthi esifuna sonke sibambelele kuyona ukuthi uNcamalala uyasinceda ngokuthi akuyena umholi othi makunenkinga abaleka afisa ukuthi ngabe isimo sakhiwe ngendlela esiyona ngaleso sikhathi. Noma zikhona inkinga ezikhona noma kukhona ingqinamba abhekene nazo, kodwa uyasifundisa mihla namalanga ngokubaleka kokuthi akungathi makukhona izinto ezikhona bese sifuna ukubaleka embuthweni wesizwe, ngoba umbutho wesizwe yiwona namhlanje bekuyiwona izolo kuzoba yiwona nangunaphakade. Ngakho ke noma zingakhona inkinga ngaphakathi noma zingakhona inkinga endaweni ezahlukahlukene esibuye kuzona, kodwa singavumeli ukuthi inkinga zilawule thina ekufanele sikwazi ukuyilawula. Umsholozi ke ushilo sikhampena naye kulezi insuku ezidlule wathi kubalulekile ukuthi ngaso sonke isikhathi endaweni ezahlukene sikuzona siqinisekise ukusebenzela umbutho wesizwe. Ukusebenzela umbutho wesizwe kungathi bangabe kukhona esingajabulile ngako bese siyadikbala sigive up sithi ngeke siusebenzele umbutho wesizwe. Siyanxusa ke nathi ma-comrades nonke and siyazi ukuthi sikhuluma kubantu vele asebephendukile ngoba sikhuluma phakathi kwabantu bombutho wesizwe ukuthi njengoba ukhongolo selungiselela ukugubha iminyaka eyi107 ngoJanuwari, asiqhubeke nomsebenzi omuhle esiwenzayo kulungiselela lo mcimbi obalulekile. Siqhubeke nokuthi sincenga abantu bakithi balungiselele ukuvota, abangena amapasi bathola amapasi, babhalisele ukuvota ukuze ukhongolo usegcinwe usemandleni. Kodwa akasiqhubeke futhi nokusupport uNcamalala njengoba esabhekene nalezi inkinga abhekene nazo. Kushiwo ke la ngaphakathi enkantolo kwathiwa udaba lizoze libuyele enkantolo ngonyaka ozayo lapha nje kwenye inyanga engasayikhumbuli kahle, kodwa nje mama kutshana konyaka sewuqalile. Kubalulekile ukuthi kwenzeka konke lokho singakhohlwa ukuthi mase kushaya isikhathi sokuzoseka umsholozi size komseka umsholozi. Elami lokugcina ke ngaphambi ukuthi ngihlale phansi nokuthi ngicela uNcamalala akhulume nani ma-comrades. Siyanicela ukuthi asingavumeli ukuthi la suke sikhona sizoseka uformer president we-ANC, because uNcamalala usewumholi we-ANC, uyiphathi uyingxenye yobuholi be-ANC. Asingavumeli ukuthi la siyomseka khona kufike kwenzeka izinto eyidicilela phansi wona futhi umbutho wesizwe. ngoba siyawudinga umbutho wesizwe namhlanje sizose kunqamalala siyawudinga nakusasa noma iqala likaNcamalala selingasekho seliphelile ngakho ke kubalekile ukuthi thina abantu beANC we must remain ANC kungathi mangabe khona inkinga ekhona bese sithathwa imoya engalungile sigcina senza izinto ngelinye ilanga ngokuthi mase ubuke emuva uyibheka ubone ukuthi kodwa lokhu kwasedicilela phansi isithunzi seAfrican National Congress ne-leadership ye-ANC ikakhulukazi mangabe lokho sokwenza sibe sithi sikwenze egameni likaMsholozi uMsholozi akuyena umuntu ill-discipline comrades uMsholozi akuyena umuntu othi mangabe ethola ithuba lokukhuluma akhulume kabi noma ehlise isithunzi sabanye abantu nabanye abaholi be-ANC ngakho akekho umuntu kuthina okufanele athi ngoba esemgqumeni nasemgqiqweni ukuthi avikele uMsholozi bese sebenzisa ukuvikela uMsholozi ukwehlisela phansi isithunzi sabanye abacomrade akuvikela uMsholozi lo mawenza kanjalo usuke ungasavikela uMsholozi usuke ulandela futhi ufeza inkanuko zakho ezingahambisani nokuvikela uNcamalala amandla qina Msholozi qina Msholozi qina mayiwini ANC ngo2019 mayiwini ANC ngo2019 mayiwine long live the ANC long live the ANC long live amandla Siyabonga macomrades.
Siyabonga kakhulu nobhala ngiyafuna ukuthi ngi-acknowledge upresident weCOSAS ukhona la uJohn Mucheke president weCOSAS you are recognized macomrade amandla ngiyafuna ukuthi futhi ngirecognize leadership ye-BLF uAndile Mqithama ngiyarecognize comrade thank you comrade siyabonga kakhulu isupport kakhulu yazo zonke inhlaka nenhlangano ezikhona ezamabandla khona nixa ikra amanye amabandla khona asekela kakhulu umongameli thina ke njengamabandla sazikhomitha mhlazana iANC ngo2005 ithi asimsekele ubaba uMsholozi samsekela namanje samsekela ngoba bengakashiyo ukuthi asingamsekeli so ke soqhubeka nje senze njalo kuze kube sekugcineni amandla njengamanje ngithatha leli thuba kwiningizimu Afrika yonke sicele owayekade ngumongameli we-African National Congress nezwe lase South Africa insizwa yasenkandla ogama layo ugedle ihlekisa bayiqamba elesingisi bathi uJakobe insizwa ke le ethwele ifavor ongakazi uyibone emhlabeni noma bethi bayayixolisa ayingeni ngaphansi yaphakama uma ngabe bethi bayinyathela iyona ephakamisa abayinyathele insizwa ehluke kakhulu ubuholi weqophelo eliphezulu hayi kuphela eSouth Africa kodwa iAfrika yonke iphelele nomhlaba wonke uphelele uyazi ukuthi mawufika eSouth Africa kukhona insizwa ebengumongameli yaguqula izinto bengaguquki eSouth Africa ake ngicele ubaba uMsholozi baba uJacob Zuma eze azokhulumisana nathi ake sikikise kakhulu shama khwela sabukela umongameli amandla viva Msholozi viva kehle ihlekisa viva mongameli wabantu viva Msholozi viva amandla Ncamalala
amandla awethu mandla yarona all power
sengimanqaba zinsizwa sengimanqaba zinsizwa sangakithi engakhulana zonke manqeba sengimanqaba zinsizwa sengimanqaba zinsizwa sangakithi engakhulana zo
sengimanqabanga zinsizwa sengimanqabanga zinsizwa zinsizwa zangakithi engakhula nazo sengithi kwadiwa zinsizwa senginyathelwa zinsizwa zinsizwa zangakithi engakhula nazo sengimanqabanga zinsizwa sengimanqabanga zinsizwa zinsizwa zangakithi engakhula nazo. Ngiyabonga bakwethu mphathi wohlelo baba mbishophi kaKhongolose nobhala wesifundazwe saKwaZulu-Natal Mpemba wena kandlela kaSompisi amalungu eNational Executive Committee akhona phakathi kwethu kanye namalungu esigungu sesifundazwe akhona Baba Supra Dr. Madoda Dabezitha Nkosi yamanqamalala nomanqamala lonke nabo bonke abakhona phakathi kwethu asebe recognizewe umphathi wohlelo isukuma nokubonga njengokujwayelekile ukuthi siphindile seza ukuzonikeza isupport njengoba bengivele enkantolo namhlanje isigaba lapho sesikhona sesifaka amaphepha lapho khona esithi kubashushisi nasenkantolo alingaqhubeki leli cala ngoba sekuphele ishumi leminyaka neminyaka ngaphezulu likhona selavela kaningi ezinkantolo khona la kunamajaji amabili alichitha leli cala kanti futhi ziningi izinto ezenziwe abaphenyi eziphikisana nomthetho kuningi okwenziwe okuwe kwenzelela kuleli cala sesiwafakile amaphepha lapho sithi khona sizochaza lezi zinto ngobuningi bazo ukuthi iziphi lezi esithi leli cala ngeke lisabuletha ukulungisa imeno bekwamacala alikhishwe liphele lithinya ikuqisiwe ke namhlanje sizohlangana ngonyaka ozayo ngoba abashushisi kusafuna ukuthi basiphendule ukuthi bona bathi aliqhubeke ngaphansi kwaziphi izizathu sekuyothi ke phakathi nonyaka ozayo size enkantolo lapho siyobe sesihluba indlubu ekhasini ngokuthi aliphele alingaqhubeki silapho lapho esikhona manje maqondana necala sizimisele ukuthi njengoba salwela inkululeko nje safuna ukuthi abantu bakhululeke babe namalungelo leli cala lisawahlonipha amalungelo kaZuma. Naye phela umuntu wakulelizwe. Naye phela kufanele ukuthi iconstitution imvikele njengoba ivikela wonke umuntu. Angenziwe intandane engeyona. Ngoba nami nginezwe kuthiwa eSouth Africa. Angabi sekade anginazwe. Umthetho osisekelo awungivikele nami njengoba uvikela abanye. Lokho esizokubeka phambili esizosebenzisa wonke amandla esinawo ukuthi amajaji ezwe ukuthi sithini. Ngikusho lokhu ngoba ngifuna ukunibonga ukuthi nimele iqiniso nibe ngasesayidini lomthetho sisekelo ukuthi amalungelo omuntu awahlonishwe. Senginey'nsukwana ngikhona kulelizwe. Ngake ngaboshwa ngaphambili. Imithetho engangilwisana nayo yobandlululo. Yaze yangigweba. Yaze ngayodonsa iminyaka ngeminyaka ejele. Noma sengigweba ngangazi ukuthi ngigwetshwe yigebengu. Akwazi ukwenzeka lokho kwiSouth Africa ekhululekileyo. Umehluko ufanele ube khona. Kusho ukuthi kuba khona kwenu ukumela lelo phuzu lokuthi akangabibikho okudlalwa ngaye kudiqilelwe phansi amalungelo akhe. Ngithi angenibongeke kulokho. Kodwa nizozwa ngoba sizohluba indlube ekhasini kulonyaka ozayo. Sicacisa ukuthi amalungelo alensizwe okuthiwa yakaZuma aphulwe kanjani. So besikhona kule nkundla. Ngithi anginibonge kulokho. Ngibonga abaholi. Ngibonge nonke nje ukuthi ningapheli amandla. Ningapheli ukuzimisela. Nimele iqiniso. Kule South Africa ekhululekileyo. Bengithi ngibonge lokho ekuqaleni. Ngijabuleke ukuthi nila namhlanje. Ngenkathi sivela lapha okugcina. Ngenza inkulumo engezwe sengathi abaningi abayizwanga kahle ngoba ngangikha phezulu. Ngiyafuna ukuthi ke ngiyiphinde namhlanje ngoba ngike ngayixoxa nama comrade lapho bengikhankasa khona. Into esemqoka kimina ukuthi ngiyilungu le-ANC. Ngayijoyina i-ANC ngangazi ukuthi futhi ngenzani. Ngazinikezela nokuthi uma kufiwa ngiyofa. Akuyona i-ANC eyajoyina mina. Imina engajoyina i-ANC. Kubalulekile ke macomrade ukuthi silalele lento ngoba ngike ngezwa abanye abantu bethi hayi nje ngoba kukhona into engayithandi ngeke ngivotele mina iANC. Hayi iphutha lelo. Ayonelutho iANC. Uma kukhona umuntu owonile individual member yeANC. Not ANC. Uma ngenze iphutha mina bekana nami musu kupanisha ANC ngenaqala. Uma ungathi
uyimember noma uyisupporter ye-ANC awuzukuyivotela ngenxa kaZuma upanisha i-ANC engonelutho. Lolu khetho oluzayo ukhetho olukhuni kakhulu lufuna wonke umuntu avote. Kunento okufanele basiyazi thina abantu ukuthi sesifike esigabeni manje lapho khona amandla okuphatha izwe elele evotini. Uma ungalisebenzisi ivoti lakho kusho ukuthi uzincintsha ithuba lokubamba iqhaza ekuphathweni kwezwe. I-ANC ayivotelwe. I-ANC inama policies ayo adlula wonke amaphatha akhona eSouth Africa. Uma singavoteli inqubomgomo ze-ANC ama policies ayo sivotelani kanti? Sivotela umuntu uzosenzelani? Uzophila umuntu iminyaka ethile aphinda asishiye futhi. I-ANC yohlala ikhona njalo nje. Uma umuntu njengami nje ngonile nizokwazi ukudila nami ningilungise. Uma ngingalungi ningilahlele kude. Kodwa awukwazi ukudila ne-ANC. Iphutha ke ukuthi ungathi ngoba umthanda uZuma ungabusayivotela i-ANC. Ngifuna ukusho nje bengibatshena nabantu baka-ANC ukuthi umuntu osho njalo ngimthatha ngokuthi ipolitiki yakhe ayikavuthwa kahle hle. Akakwazi ukwehlukanisa isigaba sombutho nesigaba somuntu. Siyezwana? I-ANC kufanele ukuthi iwine ngamavoti amaningi. Kusho ukuthi asivote ngobuningi. Ukuthi nje ngithi angizuyivotela i-ANC ngoba ngimthanda uZuma. Hayi. Akuswa kuyona i-ANC lokho. Kwenye into engakwazi ukuyichaza. Siyezwana? Ngiyaba-challenge abantu ukuthi ongiphikisayo ngeke si-agwishe mhlawumbe eze kimi azongitshena ukuthi yini le ekwenza ukuthi abone ukuthi uqinisile manje njalo. Siyezwana? Abaholi amalungu azofika ajoin u-ANC aphinde futhi ahambe ngendlela eziningi. U-ANC uyohlala ukhona. Asivikele u-ANC. Uma sivikela u-ANC sivikela abantu base South Africa abahluphekayo. Mhlawumbe kunesikhathi esibe sifike kwezombusazwe siphinde sidlule. Mhlawumbe sibanga izinto manje ngokwemqondo ukuthi yiphi into esicabanga ukuthi kufanele i-ANC yenze. Sisemi khona yini ekuthenini sifuna ukukhipha abantu bakithi enhluphekweni na? Ubani omunye umele lokho? Sisamele khona yini ukuthi sifuna ukushintsha isimo sezomnotho ukuthi sifeve noma sibe ngasesayidini labahluphekayo? Sisemi khona yini ukuthi umhlaba wethu wathathwa kufanele ukuthi ubuye? Saze sangena endlaleni nje ngoba kwakuthathwe umhlaba. Siyophuma endlaleni ngoba kubuye umhlaba. Asiwazi ukukhuluma silumulimi kuloko. Sisemi lapho yini? Mhlawumbe baningi abantu abamele lokho. Abanye ungebona aba-ANC. Mhlawumbe ngabe sithi asisebenzeni sonke. Ngeke ngathi ngelinye ilanga indle emnyama ayihlangane. Abantu abangayazi politics bathi no ukhuluma i-racism. Kanti ize lathatha kubani? Athathanga kumuntu omnyama. Ubani ongenamhlaba la eSouth Africa? Akuyena umuntu omnyama. Ubani onomhlaba? Angazi ke. Ngiyabakhohlwa nje abaphethe umhlaba. Akulona iphutha ukukhuluma iqiniso ukuthi siyahlupheka thina siyiningi labantu abamnyama. Ezomnotho azikho ezandleni zethu. Thina singabasebenzi. Thina makukhulunywa nje ngalento okuthiwa abantu abanamsebenzi, unemployment. Yithi labo. Makukhulunywa ngabantu abahluphekayo, abalambile, yithi labo. Yini sesaba ukukhuluma ngalokho? I-ANC ayisabi ukukhuluma ngalokho. Uyabona ke buka ukuthi ngithini nge-ANC. Ubusuthi lo ngibona ngathi ngeke abe umholi ozosisiza la. Ubusebenzisa indlela ezisemthethweni zika-ANC ukungisusa. Ungasusi i-ANC. Ngilwa nalelo phuzu nje. Musa ukuxabana ne-ANC ingenze lutho. Uye ukuxabana nami uma ngonile. Siyezwana? Asingabe ke sabheda kube khona uvungaza uthi ngeke nje ngivotele ngenxa kaZuma. Hayi. Ngiyakhuza. I-ANC asivotele sonke. Sicele nalabo abakwamanye amaqembu. Ngoba basoze bawini ANC sadla amabele. Ukuthi bangahlala emaqembini asinamsebenzi nalokho. Kodwa bavotela uANC ivotile imfihlo. Ithi kuphela singafihli ivoti. Siyezwana? Ngikusho lokhu ngoba lo nyaka ozayo sokuyizinyangana nje. Siya okhethweni. Asikwazi uma sihlangene kanje ukungakhumbuzani lokho. Kuthi ukhetho luyeza. Thina baka ANC asiphendula abantu sibashele njengentombi. Abangavoteli ANC abavoteli ANC. Kuthi uma ungavoteli ANC usekuhlupheke nokukhulu kabi. Ngoba kusho ukuthi usacabanga ubuyele emva. Ungasebenzisa ivoti lakho nje ulazi kahle ukuthi libalulekile. Ulifake eqenjini elingezuwina. Uvotela ukuluza. Uyabona abantu abavotela ukuluza. Uvota impela nje umila ngalonke kwi-queue. Uzomela ukuluza. Uyasibancenga odadewethu nosisi nabafowethu. Votela into ewinayo ungahlala ke lapho ohlala khona mawufuna ukuba yilungu lenye iphathi. Angithi siyezwana? Angisho lento. Laba abaphikisana nathi balwela ukuthi iANC kulolu khetho oluzayo amavoti abe ngaphansi kwa 50%. Ngoba bathi ayingakwazi ukwakha uhulumeni iyodwa. Kufuneka idungwe. Iwakha uhulumeni ngoba ibambisene nabanye. Kusho ukuthi umuntu angizi ukuvota uvumela labo bantu. Asifuni coalition. Nakho ke namba besho. Ayifuneki coalition. Ufanele ukuthi sibuse. Hayi ukuthi sibuse straight nje. Ufuneka i2/3 majority. Kuze silungise imithetho engalungile, sisuse izinto ezisivimbile. Ukuthi sishintshe impilo yakulelizwe. Siyezwana? Yabona ke uma nje sonke sivotile noma sishumayela ukuthi akuvote wonke umuntu. Uma unenkinga noZuma asixoxe ngemva sesivotile lokho. Silungise. Kodwa ukuvota khona akuhambe phambili. Siyezwana? Angeke siyavumelana. Ukhona ophikisayo. Nansoke. Awungajabula. Ngizolala ngisho ubuthongo namhlanje. Ngizolala ubuthongo. Jendampela. Angibonge. Ngoba bengifuna ukugcizelela lela phuze engalenza last time.
icace kahle lithi cha. Siyezwana. I-ANC inezizathu eziningi sokuthi yini ihlale ikuhulumeni. Iyona ebihola umzabalazo ukukhulula leli lizwe. Iyona eyaba nabantu abaningi ababoshwa. Iyona nabantu abaningi abagwetshwa intambo. Iyona yaba namasosha amaningi afela eintabeni. Ufanele ke ibe nomuzwa nozwelo lwenkululeko. Okokuqala nje inkululeko kufanele ukuthi iphelele ingabi uhafu. Siyezwana? Kusekuningi okufanele basikwenze. Angithi nike nizwe ngalento okuthiwa i-colonization. Lelo kuthiwa abantu bazocolonize izwe. Bahlangana abantu base-Europe. Kuleli izwe okuthiwa kuseJalimani. Baxoxa bavumelana ukuthi abasuke e-Europe beze Afrika bazohlukaniselana ngayo iAfrika. Kwase ukuthi lezi iqephu abayithathile zamazwe kwathiwa amakoloni ke lawo. Should us colonize. Siyezwana. Ngekathi benze njalo bathatha yonke into, bathatha ipolitical power, bathatha i-economic power, bathatha umhlaba, bashaya imithetho kuneyinkampani ezithatha umcebo lapha eSouth Africa ngaphansi kwento okuthiwa company law. Bangena nje bafike bathatha igolide nedayimani yonke into embiwa phansi bahambe nayo. Ngeke ubavimbe ngemthetho eyashawa singekho. Nansi inkinga esayenza thina ngenkathi sesilwela inkululeko. Sesithi siya decolonize. Sa decolonize ipolitiki kuphela. Ezinye izinto we are still colonized. Shemndaba ungayibuzanga. Tsheno yimina. Ubani ozolwa lokho? Uba. Ithina. Nanso-ke. Ingakho sifana ukuthi i-ANC be more stronger than before. Ivotelwe. Sifana. Ngiyajabula. Ngiyajabula. Lokho kusho ukuthi asicabange futhi siqede ngokuqeda sithi nya ukuthi uma kunjalo bakwethu wobana bangani bethu phakathi kwabantu kwezepolitiki amaqembu ngamaqembu kufanele sihlaziye leyo nto singabi nabangani abangebona abangani sibe nabantu abacabanga njengathi ukwenzela ukuthi kulonyaka ozayo asekho isikhathi sesiqede 25 years akufanele ngemva kokhetho siphinde singabi nayo 2/3 majority siphinde sihlupheke another 5 years kufanele ukuthi masiwela sithi uma singayitholanga i-2/3 majority sisodwa sithole abangani bethu abakuma political parties abazogcwalisa lo 2/3 ngoba kunezinto okufanele basizishintshe ayisicacele lonto thina njenge-ANC asikhulise sandise siqhubele phambili irevolution ayikwazi ukuma nje masithule nje kodwa yithi esinamavoti amaningi yithi esihlulekayo awukwahleni bakwethu kwahleni ngiyaniphikisa msana ukukhala ngabantu kube kuyinini enizenzayo nalento yokukwebhana sisodwa iyabonisa ukuthi hey kusekude la siyakhona sibangani singenalutho siyezwana
i-ANC ngoDisemba yathatha izinqumo eziserious. Esinye sazo ilokho esithi radical economic what? Transformation. Siqeda unyaka manje. Uyabona uma sithatha inqumo bese sihlala phezukwazo singazi implement. Singakhali ngabanye abantu. Sikhale ngathi sihlulwa yini ukuimplement. Ngibala okukodwa nje kuningi kodwa. Siyobambana njalo. Njalo nje kwaze kube sekugcineni. Mina ke angingabazi ngokuthi ngifunani. Angididekile futhi engqondweni. Ngiclear nje. Ngifuna inkululeko ephelele. Inkululeko ephelele. Uma ufuna ukuthi ngiyibale ngisho ukuthi ayiphelele ngani ngizokwenza lokho. Kufanele iphelele kanjani ngizokwenza lokho. Yingakho nje thina esihluphekayo esafoma amaphathi amaningi ingoba sisahlupheka. Asihlangane sixoxe into siyeke umbango. Sizikhulule emaketangweni. Siyezwana. Sijatshuliswa into eyodwa ukuthi sivumelene manje la ukuthi sizovota ngobuningi. Lalelani ke kulesifundazwe saKwaZulu-Natal. I-National Executive Committee ithathe isinqumo sokuthi ngoba lolu khetho lizaluqinile le province kufanele ukuthi iphume ngobuningi ibe nomthelela omningi emavotini. Yayisithi i-birthday ye-ANC izobe igujelwa la eKZN. Mhla ka-12 kuJanuwari siyobe siseThekwini eMoses Mabhida Stadium ngobuningi bethu. Lapho i-ANC iyobe ifike ne-National Executive Committee yayo eyobe isihola lapho. Sobe silapho sonke. Umongameli we-ANC Cyril Ramaphosa uyobe ekhipha istatement se-ANC. Yebo. Ngoba nibanephutha nithi uyobenza istatement sakhe no. Ese-ANC esifunda ophetheyo ngaleyo nkati. Ehlahla indlela ukuthi siya njani phambili. Siyezwana? Sifuneka lapho sonke ngobuningi bethu. Siyezwana? Ngoba sithi ukhetho oluzayo sithi lamanqamu lamanqamu. Ngizwa kahle. Sizobe sizolalela i-ANC. I-ANC ayikwazi ukukhuluma kanye kanye. Ukukhuluma umuntu oyedwa kuyona. Angithi isimemile ki-ANC ukuthi siye lapha ngobuningi bethu. Sobe silapha. Siyobe futhi ngiyobe ngikhona impela. Ngiyobe ngikhona mathupha. Siyobe futhi silungiselela sicijana ukuya okhethweni. Angakhankazi ngisazokhankasa. Abakangiboni. Ngoba ngisafuna ukucacisa lezi zinto engizishoyo. Abavoti bazi ukuthi yini le i-ANC ithi akuvotelwe thina. Abangani bethu kwezepolitiki bazi ukuthi yini lesithi ayihlangane mhlathoazanayo. Uphu baba umxithanga. Uphu baba. Yebo baba. Uyangizwa ukuthi ngithini? Ngizwa kahle. Ngizwa kahle. Asikho isikhathi sokudlala manje. Kufuneka siqede lento. Siphathizwe lethu ligcwale lithi swi esandleni. Siyezwana? Elamanqamu ke ngo2019.
Anginibonge, ngibonga abaholi, ngibonga abefundisi. Abefundisi ngisazoke ngiphumele ngikhankase bona nje ngiyemasontweni. Abantu abaya emasontweni baningi kabi. Uma sekuvota bashona phi laba bantu? Umbishop Dube noNgqobo. Bashona phi laba bantu mase kuvota? Labeni bashumayeza zonke insuku. Nibashumayeza kahle nje ivangeli. Ake ningimeme man. Hayi. Nami ngiyosho John 13 noma John 14 noma bani. Abefundisi beANC kufanele ukuthi wonke umuntu okholwa kubona bamshumayezayo avotele iANC. Impela kufanele sibasize ukuthi sombona kanjani ungayivotelanga. Moyikholwa nje. Futhi wonke amakholwa ngoba uANC umbutho wesizwe. Isizwe sinamakholwa sinakho konke. Ngisazohambela amasonto impela nje. Angibezwa kahle. Babhizi bashumayela kubantu abalambile abangenamhlaba. Ababashukumisa ngalabantu balelo mhlaba. Kulindweni. Bafundisi. Nilindeni. Mhlaba ukhosi yalamba. Akunjalo. Sakhe ematsheni lenzansi. Akho ndawo yokulima yonke lento. Lalani ke manje. Angithi siyezwana. ANC comes first. ANC first. Siyezwana. Sonke sivotele ANC 2019. Nibatsheneke nabantu neningabazi nibatshene nje. Nitshene nabakwamanye amaparty ukuthi abahlale khona right kodwa bavotele ANC. Siyezwana? Uhleke. Ubonga menakhe. Angibonge mphathi wohlelo. Ngibonge nje ukuthi nikwazile ukuthi nizongisupporta. Yimpi le. Ngelikilanga ngoyichaza kahle ukuthi isho ukuthini. Siyezwana? Amandla. Oh inde lendlela esihambayo. Oh inde lendlela esihamba. Oh inde lendlela esihambayo. Oh inde lendlela esihamba. Washumandela kubalandeli bakhe wathi sohlangana ngefreedom. Washumandela kubalandeli bakhe wathi sohlangana ngefreedom. Oh inde lendlela esihambayo. Oh inde lendlela esihamba. Oh inde lendlela esihambayo. Oh inde lendlela esihamba. Washumandela kubalandeli bakhe wathi sohlangana ngefree. Washumandela kubalandeli bakhe wathi sohlangana ngefreedom. Hinde lendlela esihambayo. Hinde lendlela esihamba. Hinde lendlela esihambayo. Hinde lendlela esihamba. Washumandela kubalandeli bakhe wathi sohlangana ngefreedom. Washumandela kubalandeli bakhe wathi sohlangana ngefreedom.
engibashiye ngaphandle ngabakhanvasanga ama-journalist nizovotela u-ANC angithi ha yebo awuzwa-ke sonke sinjalo amandla umshini wami umshini wami webaba awulethu umshini wami umshini wami webaba awulethu umshini wami umshini wami webaba umshini wami 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 webaba awulethu umshini wami umshini wami webaba hayi wena uyangibambezela umshini wami webaba hayi wena musungibambezela umshini wami webaba awulethu umshini wami umshini wami webaba siyabonga ma-comrade nonke ngiyabonga mphathi wehlelo ngamalala amandla long live ANC long live siyayivotela ANC ngo-2019 siyayivotela sizoyivalisa iMoses Mapita sizoyivalisa
And so we come out of those visuals where former President Jacob Zuma was addressing his supporters after the Pietermaritzburg High Court postponed his corruption case to May next year. We're going to go for a quick break and have more news for you thereafter.
Register to participate.
Wathi yana nje uyifunele ANC ayikho into eyifunayo uze wadukela abazali bakhe wathi ngifuna umongameli siyabonga kakhulu le rumo likhona makubani woza majuka masisha majuka woza majuka ile Roma equarantine kufanele ngabe senzile phela akuthi ngimezeli we Batsengis Sambo sobane gomso baphume Sambo sobane gamo baphume ayubone chewo Batsengis ayubone chewo